Hi guys, I know it's been a while, but I am now in college, so I moved out of my hometown and I'm now living in a bigger city. And I got the chance to buy more CDs now for a lower price in second hand, most of them, but in good conditions. And so my collection has grown bigger since then, and I would like to show you what I have been buying recently. Um, and yeah, so I'm going to divide this video in two parts because there's a lot to go through and I don't want you to get bored. So let's start. First up, we got Alanis Morissette. I think this is her first album, so yeah. Supposed former infatuation junkie, I never know how to say that. Yeah, but it's a good CD. It has a lot of good tracks like Thank You. And I also really like Unsigned. Yeah, that's a good track on this one. Yeah. Then we have Not That Kind by Anastasia. I really like Anastasia. Now she's a bit underrated now these days because, you know, she went through a lot of problems with her life, like cancer and a lot of stuff, so that put her a little bit aside of the market. But yeah, this is good material. Then we have Freak of Nature, which includes the best of her tracks like Paid My Due and also Freak of Nature. Also a good CD. I also got, this is in a bit of rough conditions, it's not that good, but it was like 25 cents or something like that, so why not. It's the Everliving CD single. As you can see, it has some scratches on it, but it plays good, the conditions are good, so yeah. I had this one back at home, but I had the standard edition. So as I saw this one, I immediately started to think of buying it again and reselling the other one. And this is Amy Macdonald, A Curious Thing. This deluxe edition. It comes with two CDs, one live and one as the normal CD for it. So yeah. The next one was a friend of mine who gave me, because he's not that of a collector of CD singles, as you know, I'm a Beyonce fan. So I got the CD single for Crazy in Love. The conditions are not perfect because he had some problems with it, so he cut it. And it's a bit strange, but yeah, it's in good conditions. The CD also. So, and I didn't have this one. Next up we have Ben Howard's latest album, I Forget Where We Were. This is one of my favorite albums ever, although I prefer the first one, Every Kingdom, but it's really good material this year. Next up is a kind of box set that I found for 50 cents, I think, and it's Ben Harper. It comes with Diamonds on the Inside and Life from Mars, which is a double CD that was recorded at the time. So this one and this one. This one is like Digipack. It's really cool for 50 cents, 2 CDs, and I really like Ben Harper. Although I don't know many of his songs. I really enjoy listening to it, like to relax or something like that. Then we have Monkey Business by Black Eyed Peas. I think this is their one of their most successful CDs ever. It has Pump It. You also have My Humps. Yeah, it's a good thing to have in your collection. Next up I got the only CD from Britney Spears that I didn't own, except from Britney Jean, but I don't much appreciate that CD, so if I would buy it, it would be for a cheaper price and not for like really enjoying the proper CD. So it's In My Zone. this CD is amazing. From Me Against the Music, which was a little bit of a flop, but yeah. Breathe on Me, Toxic, and comes with 2 bonus remixes, so yeah, it's a good one too. This one I didn't have yet in my collection. This is Christina Aguilera Stripped. What I have to say about this album is that I know a few songs I really like. I'm Okay. I really like Dirty, I like The Voice Within, Beautiful, etc. But I never listened to it from the beginning to the very end. It's a bit long, it's like 20 songs, and I don't know, I have to listen to it proper, I would give it a proper listen. I then managed to find Ciara's Goodies, which is not a not so successful CD from her, but it's a good one. I have listened it like once or twice, but it didn't stay in my head, and I didn't feel the inner strength to listen to it again. Next up is one of my favorite CDs from Ciara, which is the Ciara self-titled album. And I'm now really like Jackie. That's a good CD too, and I think it was really underrated. It has one of my favorite songs ever, which is Dance While We're Making Love. That's really good. But yeah. Then I got the soundtrack for one of the most beautiful movies I have ever seen. I really enjoyed this movie. I think that it's a really good one, which is City of Angels. It has some good artists in there, like U2, Alanis Morissette, and other ones. Then I found a greatest hits from an artist that I don't really much know more, that I don't really know a lot, sorry about my English, which is Cher. So I got her greatest hits to see if I started getting into her music, because I only know the last album of her. So yeah, this is a good thing to have in my collection too. Then I got Fergie's first album and only album, The Duchess. I really like this album. It has so many good tracks in here. I can't wait for her next album, which is, I think, is dropping out in March. March. Already gone through. I think it's in May or something like that. She's coming to town, and I would really like to see her, but I am going to see Ariana Grande, and I prefer her as Fergie, over Fergie. Then we have Enrique Iglesias. Enrique. It has some good tracks in here, and some tracks that reminds me of my childhood, like Rhythm Divine, Be With You, and the ballad with Whitney Houston, Could I Have This Kiss Forever. It's not kind of a ballad, but it's a more slowed down one. So yeah, really like this one. I then bought Emily Sunday's Live at the Royal Albert Hall, CD plus DVD. I really like Emily Sunday. I can't wait for her next album. Why is it taking so long? But this one contains a lot of good tracks. I don't own Our Version of Events CD, which I really like to have. I found it a couple of days ago, but it was like the standard edition, and I would like the new edition that came after the success. So I'm really looking forward to find that. So I just stick to this live version, which is amazing. Then I have Destiny's Child, Destiny Fulfilled, the last album by Destiny's Child. Unfortunately no, but I prefer Beyonce alone than with Destiny's Child, but I would like to see kind of a comeback, something like that. It would be great. This one I already had, but I had the standard edition, just the CD, so this one comes with a DVD. It includes like Destiny's Fulfilled DVD that was back in time released alone, but I didn't have the DVD and I have not found it yet, so I decided to buy this version. So yeah, it comes with CD and DVD. Then we have one of my favorite albums ever, which is For Emma Forever Ago from Bon Iver. This is so good. If you don't know Bon Iver, you should listen to it. It's a more kind of really soft thing. It's more of an indie rock, alternative, I don't know, thing, but it's so good. You should really give a listen to this one. Then we have Chris Brown, self-titled album. This is a deluxe edition which comes with a bonus track and a DVD. This is his first album. I don't really know much about this, but as I really like his last albums, like X and Royalty, and that one, how is it called? That one that has like the cover that shines and something like that. I decided to give a try to this one. I didn't have time yet, but I will. Next up we have Celine Dion, A New Day Has Come, which comes with one of her most successful songs, which is I'm Alive. So yeah. Then we have another soundtrack for one of the most amazing films I have also seen, which is Forrest Gump, the soundtrack to CD, deluxe edition I think. Yeah, has a good tracks on it. Next we have Gwen Stefani CD single for One It Up. But yeah. Because I bought the CD single, it also came with the CD, which I really love, which is The Spacecape. Has some good tracks in here, like Early Winter, When It Up, 4 in the Morning. I really like that song, and it comes in the jewel case. I kind of like these cases, they're different. So, yeah. Then I bought this for like 25 cents, which is another soundtrack from an animated film, which is Home. So yeah, I only bought this because it came with a few tracks from Rihanna and Charlie XCX and also Jennifer Lopez, because there's only 8 tracks in here, but I really like Towards the Sun. That's a really good song from Rihanna. Finally, for part 1, we have The Meter Joe by Janet Jackson. I really have been more into Janet Jackson in the last couple of months. She has been earning my attention. So I'm really looking forward to listen to more of her records, like the first ones, and so yeah, this was the first one I got. So I'll see you in part 2.